Jordan, obviously not the ideal start to the season. What were your thoughts on the game?
As you say, it's you know, it's not an ideal start to the season. I thought the first half, you know, we started a bit sloppy in the first 10 minutes. I think they were on top, but you know, apart from that, I thought we sort of got into the first half and we still played some nice football. And you obviously went at the break 1-0 up, and obviously coming into the second half, it was a bit like as you were during pre-season. You know, we let the game go. We lost momentum in the game. We allowed them back in it. We a cheap goal, and then listen, with 2 minutes to go away from home, you need to be seeing that out. And obviously the ball wasn't at the back post; it's flicked on, and you know, I think we get a touch on it and find its way to the back post. So listen, it's massively disappointing, especially on opening day of the season.
But some good signs there, you feel, for going forward?
Yeah, I mean, let's say the first half, it's same as it's been through pre-season. The first half performance has been good. You know, I think it's probably just a case of grasping that for more than 45 minutes. You know, we need to take that into, you know, 75 minutes a game and then hold off sort of the last, you know, 15-20 minutes. And you know, it's about building those bricks. And you know, we've got a game on Tuesday night to rectify what happened today, and then you know, we're going to the game on Saturday looking to amend what happened today.
How are you settling into that back three with Will and Jamie?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a back three. Back three's it can be a complicated position to play in when you're new. You know, but I think we're learning from each other every day and playing with each other sort of throughout pre-season and training every day beside each other. We're getting to know each other's games, and you know, I think in time it will come. You know, today I don't think they caused us too many problems. Like, you know, I don't think they cut us open really too much. You know, they had a few chances here and there, but that's expected. I thought was that they went very direct, and you know, and we struggled to deal with that today, which, from our point of view, you know, that's bread and butter. So we need to do better there.
Yeah, you need to. That's the sort of thing you need to learn from, because they did, didn't they? Especially the last 15-20 minutes, they were diagonals and trying to get Oliver down through the middle.
Exactly. I mean, you know, any other day that we should be eating that up, and you know, I think for the second goal, it was a diagonal free kick where, you know, headed onto the box, and then, like I say, I think we got a touch. But at the end of the day, you know, we should be coping with that, and especially in this league, that's what we're going to come up against, you know, more often than not.
The chances at the other end, they hit the post, and the keeper made a couple of good saves. So at the other end, there was some positives.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, I think if we take those chances and, you know, we go 2-1 up or 2-0 even, you know, I think I wouldn't like to say it's a game put to bed, but more or less, you know, it's a really good lead to have in the second half. So, you know, I think it's a mixture of both. You know, we had chances to sort of close out the game and get ourselves further in front, and we never took those opportunities. And like I say, that shifted the momentum into their favour, and you know, they capitalise on that. And then we need to sort of get together and not concede the seconds. You know, 1-1 wouldn't have been a terrible result here. So, you know, it's hugely disappointing.
The squad is still obviously a work in progress, and there are going to be more players coming in, so there will be more competition and for places to come in weeks ahead, you'd assume.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the gaffer's touched on it. Yeah, he's looking to bring in more people, and like you say, competition for places is only good for, you know, a successful team. You know, if you want a successful team, you need people to be challenged every week, and you know, that's what the gaffer's looking to do.
How are you finding it personally, having come down from north of the border, out of your comfort zone, maybe into this environment?
You know, I've settled in really well. The boys have been brilliant with me, as has the gaffer. You know, it's more or less, you know, just changing location and setting up camp and then going to work. I mean, it is a different league for what you get in Scotland. There's different challenges, but you know, there's no massive transition that's going to, you know, cause me any real problems.
Standard-wise, how does it compare with Scotland from what you know of League Two to the Scottish Championship?
You know, in the Scottish Championship, you know, I think maybe the games are a little bit more, I say relaxed, but I don't mean like in terms of, you know, there's not as much at stake. I mean in terms of, it's a bit sort of, you know, teams will keep the ball more and allow you to have it, and they'll keep the ball, and you know, it's a sort of, for want of a better word, a nicer game. You know, whereas down here it can be a bit more direct, a lot more physical. You know, the standards aren't too far away from each other. I mean, obviously there's going to be teams up here that are, you know, that would dominate in the Championship, and likewise maybe teams in the Championship would do well down here. But I mean, listen, it's not to compare. We're playing in League Two in England, so we need to, me and the team need to deal with that challenge ahead.
And the challenge on Tuesday is Oxford United away in the League Cup. Are you looking forward to that one?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially you know, we don't get that chance in Scotland to to play during the week. If we've just been beat the weekend, I mean, you know, we get in tomorrow, recover. Monday we'll continue to recover, and Tuesday's a game that we'll be looking to go and win. So it's a nice chance for us to get back in playing football and getting a positive result.
Great, thanks, Jordan.
Cheers.
Jordan, did you set the goal up with an overhead kick, or was that mine?
It was, I think it was a combined sort of lying on the floor overhead kick with maybe a hint of my elbow and other parts of my body. But listen, it helped you get the goal, so you know, I'll take it.
Yeah, and the way that you lost the game, obviously hard to take, but does the performance offer plenty of encouragement?
Like I said, the first half, you know, apart from the first 10 minutes, you know, we managed to absorb the pressure in the first 10 minutes, which I thought we dealt with quite well. You know, they had a couple of half chances, but I thought by and large in the first half we played quite well. We got in behind them a good few times, and obviously we got the goal at the end of the half. So I think the first half we were a better team, and you know, second half, let's say, we lost the momentum and let them back into the game. So you know, it was obviously poor from us in that aspect, but it's something we'll work on.
Yeah, I know it's not an easy one to answer, but the last 3 games, last 2 friendlies and today, you haven't performed as well in the second half. You got any idea why?
Listen, it's for sort of you guys to pick points, and the manager and the coaching staff to tell us where we're going wrong. And you know, from a personal point of view, I think it's just a case of adapt. We need to adapt better to changes in the game, in terms of, you know, when teams maybe change their shape or change their tactics, we need to adapt better to that and quicker. You know, I think it takes us a little bit too much time, and by that time we're letting teams back into the game.
Yeah. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.